Hey YouTube, this is Vargas XX78 with part 2 of my collection pickup video. So let's continue with the comic books. I picked up Witchblade issue 140. The story is written by Mars and Mohapatra with art by Sejic. The artwork is still incredible in Witchblade. I really, really dig Witchblade. And the title has really come into its own when Ron Mars took over. Uh, So just a lot of really cool elements introduced into the series, both supernatural and actual police work. So if you're not reading Witchblade, you know, I know the concept came out during the Bad Girl era, but Ron Mars is really doing a lot of good stuff with Witchblade. So I really recommend Witchblade. Then I picked up Witchblade Annual #2. This is kind of like a revisit to Tales of the Witchblade. The Witchblade encounters a former wearer that was around the Russian Revolution. So basically, both people relive that memory. So it's a nice issue, and it has a two backups. So really like the annuals. Annuals always have some really nice stories and some things that shed light into some of the plot points. So cool. And picked up Artifacts issue 4 of 13. Still trying to track down Hope, but the cover is just really cool. Supposedly by the end of this 13 issue miniseries, big changes are going to come to the Top Cow universe. So, really looking forward to it. I want to see how Ron Mars brings everything together and solves some of his plot points. So yeah. And picked up Wolverine issue 4, continuing the Wolverine Goes to Hell storyline. Demon Wolverine is fighting Colossus, which is this big brawl, but Colossus doesn't really want to hurt him, but Demon Wolverine doesn't really care for him, so he actually does slash Colossus, and the rest of the X-Men come to try to help him, but Demon Wolverine just wipes the floor with them. He cuts up Iceman, he makes Angel's eyes burn out, just really insane, while Logan, who's still in hell, is fighting the devil, and he's getting, cut by that soul blade that devil has, but he's able to cut the devil, and the rest of the people in hell see that, so that gives them the strength to rebel against the devil. And while that's going on, Wolverine at the end of the issue meets up with his dad. Now this goes back to Wolverine Origins. Wolverine Origin. Um, when Wolverine, they basically explain that Wolverine was the son of John Howlett, but they do kind of imply that his mom had an affair with Logan, which was the groundskeeper. So it kind of leads you to believe that Wolverine is not Howlett's son, but he's the son of his mom and the groundskeeper, which would explain why he kind of looks like him. But just that plot revelation is really interesting. So next issue, they wrap up everything. So let's see how that finishes off, because that's interesting. They went back and took an element from Wolverine Origin and put it in this. So really looking forward to next issue. Then picked up Wonder Woman 605. Again, bummed out that Straczynski's leaving the title. I loved what he was doing with Wonder Woman. And again, same thing. He's going to leave some notes so that the other writers can use them to conclude his storyline. But it just won't be the same. It's a real bummer that he's not going to write these two titles anymore, Wonder Woman and Superman. But I'll still, more than anything, because I want to know how this resolves itself. But I'll still pick up Wonder Woman, but total bummer. Really disappointed on that. And I picked up this month's Shonen Jump. I actually wasn't sure about Siren last month, but it's about this guy that enters this digital world kind of like a video game. So it's actually a cool little concept here. So, yeah. And also, I wanted to mention this. I saw this ad on the back of Shonen Jump. That they're gonna make a live-action Gantz movie. I don't know if anyone's seen Gantz or read the manga, but I don't know if that will work as a live action. There's some pretty out there stuff. More than anything, I want to see. I'm curious to see how they pull off the chick with the big boobs. That's something I want to see. So if I ever get a chance to see it, I'll check it out. But I don't think it'll be as good as the manga or even the anime. But just wanted to mention that. Then I got as freebies from my comic book store. I got this Marvel Universe 2011 calendar. Uh, the characters shown here are actually the main characters for the Fear Itself miniseries that's going to come out. Supposedly, Matt Fraction is going to use these characters to fight off the God of Fear. And you can see Dracula there, and the Hulk, Scott Summers, The Thing, Steve Rogers, Iron Man, Bucky, Thor, and Storm. So I don't know. I'm kind of interested in seeing what I'm totally burnt out on these massive, huge thing. Oh, and Black Panther. I didn't see him. These massive, huge limited series, and Marvel said that they weren't going to do any big miniseries anymore. But they came out with Chaos War. They came out with Shadowland. They've come out with a whole bunch of things. Doom War. So I'm really tired of the Marvel huge events, but it's gonna be written by Matt Fraction, so I'll definitely pick it up. But I just hope they don't, sell like a billion miniseries, so extra to the main one, so you have to follow the whole plot, which Marvel tends to do. Then I also got this free sneak peeks. The more interesting one is Wolverine and Jubilee. Jubilee is still a vampire by the end of the whole vampire book that I don't collect, but I liked the Jubilee character back in the 90s, so I might pick that one up, but not sure. And I can't make a collection picker video without showing off my monthly Club Nintendo. This year's cover is really cool because they have the 25th anniversary Super Mario All-Stars on the cover, so it's really, really cool. They once again give a quick retrospective on Mario and his history and everything. All the books that are going to come out. I mean, all the video games that are going to come out this year. Just a whole bunch of really cool stuff. Can't go without showing off Club Nintendo. And I was still able to pick up some movies. This store that's right around where I work, they sell a whole bunch of stuff, but they also sell movies. But I avoid buying movies there because they're incredibly high priced. I don't know what the heck they're smoking, but they sell movies really, really expensive. But last time I stopped by, they had 50% off on all Blu-rays and all DVDs. So it's still expensive, but it was worth it for the stuff I got. I picked up my favorite movie of 2010, Inception, on Blu-ray. It's different from the one I've seen in the U.S. because the one I've seen in the U.S. has this really cool lenticular cover, and it's the one that has, well, I've seen two versions, one that has only the Blu-ray and one that has the digital copy, the Blu-ray, and the DVD. So I was definitely thinking of getting that one, but then I went to that video store and I saw this one, and it comes in this really cool steel box, but it doesn't come with the digital copy. It only comes with the a Blu-ray for the movie, the DVD, and a Blu-ray for all the extras, which should be included on the Blu-ray, but whatever. And I just picked it up. It was the same price as if I would have bought the normal Blu-ray, but like I said, I really like the steel box, and I just saw it again, and it still blows my mind. And the second time I've seen it, I picked up on some new stuff that I didn't when I see it on theaters. So I'm just gonna see it again, because this time with the audio commentary, because it just rules. Inception is by far my favorite movie of 2010. And I picked up finally Batman on Blu-ray. Just like I said, I've been trying to track down the Batman Blu-rays because I've seen the DVDs. The DVDs I've seen of Batman only have the one disc, no special features, and the ones that have the special features are way too expensive. But this one, the Blu-ray has all the special features, has a restored movie, so I just had to pick it up, and I loved it. Batman rules. And I picked up La Era de Hielo 2, which is Ice Age 2: The Meltdown. Funny, funny movie. Love the characters. Just awesome little movie. Then at a swap meet, this guy was selling a whole bunch of junk, but within that junk, he had Finding Nemo. Uh, really cool Pixar movie. This is the 2-disc collector's edition, so it has the one disc has the main feature in widescreen plus a few bonuses, and the other disc has the feature in full screen, which with more bonuses. So really cool. Still great to find Finding Nemo. Really like that movie. Then at Walmart, they had this basically this bin with $5 movies. So I wanted to pick up everything, but I didn't have that much money. But I picked up the movies that I most wanted, and the first one is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first one. Awesome movie. I remember seeing this as a kid and being totally blown away by how good the turtles looked. Even the Shredder, they made him look spot on, and just freaking love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And this was the one I was missing. I might not pick up the third one because that's not as good, but the first one and the second one, holy man, they're just really awesome. So glad to pick that one up. And I picked up the original Clash of the Titans. Didn't see the remake, but I remember seeing Clash of the Titans on VHS and on television, and just marveled at how cool the monsters look. The Kraken, the Medusa. Holy crap, that Medusa was really, really freaking scary. So the little mechanical owl, just a whole bunch of cool stuff that I really enjoyed from this movie. So really, really glad to find it for $5 at Walmart and add it to the collection. And next movie I picked up is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Again, the original one, which I think is far superior than the Tim Burton one. The Tim Burton one just was weird, but not in a good way. This movie is pretty out there. This movie is colorful, but at the same time, it's just insane. But compared to the new one, and the new one's kind of the same, but it's darker, and Johnny Depp comes out as this Michael Jackson wannabe. I admire Michael Jackson, of course, but that's the vibe that I think he wanted to go for. This man-child thing, and the Willy Wonka in this movie is eccentric, and he's weird and maybe a little crazy. So, by far, my favorite version is the original one. And the Oompa Loompas aren't, they're different. So the Oompa Loompas, even that's better than the Tim Burton version. So, cool. And the last movie I picked up at Walmart was Mallrats. Written and directed by Kevin Smith, starring Stan the Man Lee. And a lot of people didn't like Mallrats, and I can understand why. It's out of all the 3 movies I've seen from Kevin Smith, this one is funny, but not the funniest. But it has its moments. I enjoyed it. And it has a lot of characters that appeared in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, which is my favorite of the 3 movies that I own from Kevin Smith. So it may not be Kevin Smith's best work, but I personally enjoyed it more than anything because of the comic book reference. They have a lot of comic book reference and a really interesting conversation on why Superman can't have kids. So really, really dug it. So those were my collections, guys. These were the collection editions for this week. A lot of cool stuff. Definitely recommend Inception. You guys gotta see Inception. And best book would probably be What If 200. So this is Vargas XX78. Signing off, guys.